Okay, so I know I said I was gonna come back and probably do the rest of this month, but I'm probably gonna do 3 games of this Milwaukee and maybe 3 games of the Philadelphia Phillies. Just trying to start some time before I bounce up out of here and shit. It's hot outside. I ain't trying to rush outside, shit. So I'm trying to start some time. I might do 3 games, or I might just do 6. I don't know. Like I said, this is a legend difficulty. Let's see what we got here. Battery Club. I think that's tap out, yeah. The stealing is going up, but the base aggressiveness is capped out. So we back home. I actually kind of want to try that. So I'm messing around with some of these different home and road uniforms. So that's what I'm doing over the last 10 games. 429. Started off kind of slow, heated up a little bit. It's gonna be some. It's gonna be up and down. It's gonna be up and down season. It's gonna be an up and down season. I just gotta.
Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. These two should provide some big-time fireworks. First pitch is coming up.
3 out of 4 games, so maybe we can get a little payback. I don't know.
Philip Park, the Taiwan native, gets the starting nod. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Digging in the switch hitter, King Bishop. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. And guys, we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight. They suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium focused on one thing. Not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet, and I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full.
I like to go low, speed and high fast sometimes.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning.
So he went
digging in for his second at bat. King Bishop, he'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Coming down in buckets. Cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, Matt, and I don't know how much.
Digging in to try it again. Lee Carmona. He flew out in his last at bat. The 1-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. Bishop moving in. He can't get to it. This one's down.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll,
ready for another shot now. Tommy Jenkins. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Things not looking very good so far in this one, but we're still in the middle innings. They're down by a couple of runs, and this would be the right place and the right time to get something going. The last thing they want to do is to try to come from behind and win this one in the 8th or 9th inning.
Digging in once again, King Bishop. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. First delivery to him on the way. Laid off as it caught the inside corner.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box when I'm sitting 1-0.
I swear to God, man, that ball, like it goes.
Allowed the opportunity to sit on something.
My God.
Without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
Check his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1.
Wow.
The 1-2. This is skied into short left center. Jenkins ranging into the outfield. 1 away.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him up, but he cleared.
Ready for another chance? Nicholas Castellanos. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
Bishop has to roam straight back, but he has it for the first out. The next hub up, King Bishop. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Here comes the first pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1.
This game is getting interesting real quick. The last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
The 1-0. Taken below the zone for a ball.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Three and 0 now. De La Rosa over at second. Russell at first. 1 gone. Let it rip that time. 3-0. The fastball's by him. 3-1.
This is where if you're the batter, 1 pitch, 1 spot, and you get the barrel of the bat to that baseball as quick as possible with damage.
Hit well on the ground to first. There's 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this digging in and looking for more. Kenji Yabu, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Now the 0-1. High in the air out to center field. Bishop is there and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So they nearly back. Stepping in and ready for another shot. King Bishop will swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
The 1-0 home. Pulled toward right center field. Cutliff over to his left. And no problem with that one as we are headed for an exit.
0 for 5.
Several good offensive performances in this one, but none better than the one turned in by the guy you see right there. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, he really made it happen with the bat in this one. You see here 2 hits, and 1 was a long ball, so he has to feel pretty good about what he did here.
0 for 5. Woo. You know what I'm saying? You try not to go 0 for 5. You try to.
Better than this.
Man.
Look Lucas Giolito is on the mound for game 2.
Nasty.
Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to...
One sack as that ball is into the gap in right center. Should be good for at least 2 bases.
Wow, that's the way to kick off a day at the ballpark right there. Leadoff hitter.
Into the box now, King Bishop. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first.
25 points.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, guys, after the first 4 games on this road trip, they find themselves 2-2, kind of par for the course. But they got to find a way to play a little bit better today, kind of turn the tide and get it working in a positive direction.
Right side, fair ball down the line.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0, he's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, Dero, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
So in now for Chicago, Nick Williams, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. There goes the runner, and a step off. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. In there, now the throw. And he will hasten his way back to first, where he's in there safely. And prior to the 0-2, a move to first. And he'll dive back in. Bishop leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Benintendi facing back. Still going back.
Nice.
Into the bleachers and gone. So a 2-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him. And the Cubs are out in front now 2-0.
Yeah, everyone in the stadium, including the guy in the mound, knew it was just a matter of time until this guy cranked one out of here. Well, that's the first one of the year.
In now, King Bishop. He singled his last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1.
These are huge innings for a team's morale. The pitcher wants to go out, throw that shutdown inning up, and get the boys back swinging the bats again with a chance to capitalize and even extend this current lead.
Count even now at 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out.
If you ain't looking for that, what can you do?
A ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Nothing doing here this half. 3 innings complete. Brewers lead it 3-2.
Damn.
Ready once again, King Bishop. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. First pitch on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Throw over to the bag, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt. In particular, that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful, not just for the position players, but that mound gets awfully slippery and awfully wet when it becomes moist like it is right now. So the umpires are going to have to really pay attention to the conditions on the field.
Runner on first, 2 away, all tied at 3 apiece. on the move again from first. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Carmona will put this one away, and the side is retired.
Damn.
Riding in once again, King Bishop. He flew out in his last at bat. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
Here it comes, the 3-0. Oh, and he misses for ball 4, and he's forced in the go-ahead run. Now at the plate, Hayden Rosado, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. De La Rosa on third, Bishop on second. Williams is over at first with one away. Swinging a soft liner, and he'll just beat the throw to second. He's in there, and the insurance run comes across to score from third. Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-2. Here's a drive toward the gap in right center, and that's going to split the alley for extra bases.
That's going to get all 3 people scored. Nice.
It's cut off, so all 3 runners are in to score.
Wow, the pitcher must be just shaking his head. That pitch wasn't anywhere near the strike zone, but he gave it the old tomahawk chop and somehow connected with it anyway.
Nice.
Striding into the box, King Bishop will swing it from the left side right here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching.
Meanwhile now, this is a drive out the straightaway right field, and it's going to get out of here. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. 6th home run on the season for him, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
That's one of those pitches you back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball.
For a minute, I thought
that's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Leading off for the Brewers, right fielder.
Hit out towards second. And that finds its way through for a base hit. The pinch hitter does his job to set the table, and now the top of the order goes to work.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Well, just another day in the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in
that was a good offensive
of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last?
11-9 is how this one ends. Chicago capitalized on a huge 7th inning on the way to the win. Marcin Cardenas earns his 3rd win of the year in relief. Jackie Maurer permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that'll just about do it for us this afternoon. Thanks to Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation.
Oh no, man! I might do.
We are set to bring you baseball from one of the crown jewels of the sport, venerable Wrigley Field in Chicago. Today, the 3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Chicago Cubs. The Cubs. Blake Snell is on the mound for the Cubs in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matty V, a little bit of a mixed bag with this
What's
guy.
that,
An
6,
ERA
12,
of
18,
over
24.
4 in his last
He's
3
doing
starts. He's
six
either been
innings.
really good or really bad, and recently he's been more bad than good. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around and pitch better in this one here today.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Thomas Ono. He enters this one second in the National League round trip category. And that's through for a hit. So the Brewers get their leadoff man aboard to start out the frame.
Man, I thought this at bat.
Now in the box, King Bishop hoping to stay hot. He had a couple of hits, including a home run yesterday. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball off the plate away for ball 1. Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, if they're going to clean up their recent trend right now, they're going to have to find a way for it to start on the mound. They can't go out like last game.
I got to start making contact with that high inside
play
pitch.
sound defense behind them. Both those things are going to have to change if this team's going to get it going in the right direction.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty here, nobody out. And he lays off the fastball away, so it's 2-2 now. And there are umpires for this one. Working the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Coming down in buckets, cats and dogs. Insert metaphor here, and the forecast is not showing any signs of relief.
You know, one of the big issues is player safety, and right now this field is getting sloppy wet, man. And I don't know how much more rain this field can take.
And a chance now from the north side.
I was trying to check swing,
now
bro.
With the plate, King Bishop, he'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First pitch on its way, and he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. And that's just shy of the baskets and off the ivy. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Well, he was definitely not looking off speed on that pitch. I'll tell you, he had to be sitting on a fastball on that one because it's coming in hot, and he still manages to get out front of that and yank it for 2 bases.
Up next will be Nick Williams, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Good lead off the second there. Now the pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Danger averted. Follow. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Thomas Ono.
Ono.
Lifted the other way to left center. Rosa sprinting after it. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. He pulls into second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play. Trying to pick things up where he left off. King Bishop, he'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Here's the first pitch to him. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. Well, you don't need us to tell you it's really starting to come down out there. I can't imagine the umpires will let this go too much longer if it doesn't ease up.
Well, you could say that again, Matt. It's raining cats and dogs out there. Make sure you don't step in a poodle. I think it's time to get the grounds crew out.
A called strike over the outside corner.
Fuck, how did I miss that?
De La Rosa at second. Russell on at first with nobody out. And a fastball just a bit up.
It looked like he tried to get him to chase on that pitch there, 1-2. A good idea, but I think now he has to challenge him a little bit. He doesn't want to get into a worse situation with the cleanup guy up next.
And he tries to get him to reach for it, but it stays outside. 3-2. As we move through the middle innings, the Cubbies find themselves behind in this one. Guys, they're only down by a slim margin, and they've got a few innings left to play. What needs to happen to keep their winning streak alive?
Well, they look good offensively so far. At least they're battling their ABs. Just try and get that leadoff batter on. Give the manager an option of whether or not he wants to play a little small ball, or someone gets count leverage and they're able to move a ball out of the ballpark and get them right back on top.
Fouled off. We're in the 5th inning here. 5-2 is our score. He finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way.
Damn.
Digging in now, Lee Carmona.
He just ran back and just threw that shit down the middle.
2-2. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Into the bleachers and gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. Second home run early in the year, and this one gives them the lead at 6-5. Next for Milwaukee, Tommy Jenkins. It's been an 0-for-2 effort for him to this point. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bishop waits on it. And that's the first out of the inning. Coming to the plate now, King Bishop, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. First pitch on its way. And a fastball just a bit high. Count. Here it is. Now it's swinging. He pops him up.
Wow.
And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Holy shit.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do when the base is loaded. A simple pop-up and nothing productive comes out of that.
Coming to the plate now, Basil.
Damn.
He got called out on strikes his last time through. High in the air out to center field. Bishop is there. He's got it one away.
Bases loaded.
At the plate, King Bishop. He flew out at his last at bat.
Bases loaded, pop up.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And that one just missed outside.
Bases loaded, pop up. Come on.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Splitter that misses too low, and he's behind 2-0 now.
Boy, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this. 2-0 count. We'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway. Now the 2-1 pitch. Fastball swung on and grounded out towards second. Carmona comes up with it. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. So they breeze through this.
Damn.
Well, that's just a great job.
I wanted to win that game, bro.
And
I wanted to come in clutch on it with that bases loaded so bad,
and secured the W in the bottom half.
Damn, man. That P6. Oh my gosh.
manager
That's a
exhorts
big
his team regarding a deficient
increase,
area
man.
of production.
6. It's like, even though I'm batting 320, I got 6 home runs, 16 RBIs, man. It's like I should have a few more home runs, and I would say about 10 more RBIs. But I think,
of Wrigley Field
what is
in
this,
Chicago.
game 22?
Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the
Yeah.
Philadelphia Phillies and the
If you
Chicago
look at it,
Cubs.
I'm still on
Two
pace to hit
potential X factors in this
to drive
series
it
right
over
there.
100
The
RBIs.
first game is coming up.
Man.
Ken Charles, the
I
California-born
can't let it
right-hander, is
affect
on the mound.
my
What do we need to
defense,
know here,
man,
Danny?
That
Hey, this
pop
guy
up with bases
loves
loaded.
pitching at
Oh
home. He's
my
had a little
God.
bit of a rough go pitching on the road so far this season, but he's pitched really well in his home environment, and I'm sure he's glad and comfortable that he's pitching at home in this one. Hopefully, he can string together another strong home start.
Bishop is there, and he has it for the first out. Time now for a glance at the Phillies' batting order in this one. Hero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
Center fielder, Ryan
The 1-2.
Guerrero.
High in the air out to center field. Bishop has a beat on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in, King Bishop. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Center fielder, King Bishop.
First offering on its way. Almost a worm burner as he misses on a low fastball, ball 1. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, I've been really impressed with this team, especially on the recent road trip to start to it. They're 3-1 after 4 games, playing really fundamentally sound baseball. From offense to defense, pitching, it's all coming together for this group.
Now the 2-0. It's the outside corner, strike 1.
That's a nasty pitch right there. You got to tip your hat as the hitter. You get a nasty slider like that, there's nothing you can do. Actually, a quality take.
Started to chase that time, but then he wisely holds off for ball 3. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Dan, this is an offensive player's dream to have Carl Dixon behind the dish. He is tight on the corner.
He is, D-Row, and listen, he makes you bring the ball into the strike zone. Normally, high scoring of games when Carl's behind the dish.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And that one's taken outside for a ball. He walked him. So no 1-2-3 inning here. They've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
And the runner back. Oh, and he breaks, and they've got him picked off. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up. Bishop, the runner at first with 2 gone. He'll try it again from first.
Oh!
Pitch misses low. The throw down. But he'll
Holy
just play a little
shit.
cat and mouse as he looks him back.
Wow.
The
I had the
1-1.
base though.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Romero
I had the base
is there,
though,
and he'll
bro.
make the catch to retire the side. So next to the plate for the Phils, Ron Winkler, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The 1-2. And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. Bishop is back to the track as he takes it for out number 2. Into the box now, King Bishop. He drew a walk his first time up.
King Bishop.
First delivery to him on the way.
Nope.
Ball one. And he fouls this one off. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball two.
Good fucking slider, bro. This is shit.
And it's belted high and deep into
Get out
right
here.
center.
Get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Guerrero is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a
Holy
loud out
shit.
number one.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball, and it might have been a home run if he had it any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
Damn.
Next up will be the Phillies pitcher, Alberto Gonzalez. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. Sent out to straightaway center field. Bishop waits on it. He's got it to end the inning as they'll strand the tying run in scoring position. Phillies strand one. They still trail 1-0. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Ron Winkler, he'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. Stepping into the box, King Bishop.
For the Cubs, center fielder, King Bishop.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. He's around first, heading for two. And your go-ahead run is in at second base here.
Love those type of doubles.
Wow, not sure what the pitcher was thinking, serving up a fastball right over the heart of the plate. His eyes got as big as saucers as he blasted this
I
thing.
love those type of doubles. Hungry the one that's a long drive and curls away from the fielder.
Next will be the cleanup hitter,
Go.
Nick Williams. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. 1-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Rickard looks up. Gone! A two-run shot that gives them the lead. A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Second home run early in the year. And with it, the Cubs have taken a 3-1 lead.
Well, this guy's been unhittable all year, but eventually you knew somebody would get to him. That's the first home run he's given up all year. But like all good relievers, he has to have a short memory and put it behind him. Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Cubs jumped ahead in the seventh inning and never gave the lead back. Dylan Maples gets the win in relief, his second of the year. Johnny Hager wraps it up for the save, his 8th of the season. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. Now from the windy city of Chicago, baseball from beautiful Wrigley Field. Tonight, game 2 of this 3-game series between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Chicago Cubs. Going to be an interesting contrast in styles in this one. It's one of baseball's hardest throwers, goes head-to-head with a top finesse arm. Evan Rankin gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What's your take on him, Dan?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that. And if he brings his A game.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. One left for Philadelphia. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless. Coming to the plate now, King Bishop. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Line drive, base hit. And the run will score as the Cubs strike first to lead it 1-0.
Whoa, that ball was close. Whizzed right by his head.
Man,
I think he probably heard it go by, guys. That's pretty unsettling for a pitcher. Trust me, I know.
Up next will be Nick Williams. He drove in 2 of his club's 3 runs in last night's affair. Bishop leads off first with 1 away. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in safely. And another throw over, and he'll dive back in safely. And again a throw.
No, I'm gonna do it one more time.
He's back in there. Runners off for second. Soft liner towards short. So this is pulled in by the shortstop. Now a throw to first doubles up the run.
Man, that's
set to get his evening at the plate started. Jorge Alfaro batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Bishop has a read on it. 2 down. So here now is the pitcher, Ray Pinckney, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Lifted in the air to center. Bishop is there. He's got it 1 away. And with that, we give you a look here at what's happening in the race in the National League Central.
9, 15 and 10, 12 and 11.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Travis Leroy. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. 3-2 pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Bishop is in pursuit, and he tracks it down. A nice running play to record the second out.
De La Rosa and Williams be bullshit, though. Some real shit.
Ready now, King Bishop. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. 2 out, nobody on. Two and one. The 2-1 home. Fouled away. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Nick Williams would be next. Now the 3-2 pitch. Locks him up for strike 3. So nothing happening this time around.
Nasty.
On now to the top of inning number 4. All tied at 1-1. Ready for another chance? King Bishop. He got called out on strikes his last time through. Here comes the first pitch. And this is off the corner and low, ball one.
Don't think for 1 second, after giving up already 1 homer, that he doesn't know where this lineup's headed. He's going to have to face the real sluggers right now, and he's going to have to execute.
A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
That should have been a walk.
Well, this is a spot you really don't want to be in with a great hitter like this.
Right,
2-0 count.
Right,
we'll see right here if he lays one in there to give him a pitch to swing at.
2-0 count and the pitch. Now a check swing, but it's strike one anyway.
I was trying to swing.
I
was trying to swing.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit hard on the ground to second. Pins fields it cleanly, and there's out number 2. Digging in once again, King Bishop. 2 outs and 2 runners aboard here in the 7th inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hot high in the air. Hernandez is there for it. And that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. But ready once again, Michael Fagan. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Lofted in the air out toward right center. To make a spectacular catch. Wow.
Great sliding catch right there, but that can be awful risky. If you flop that one and mess it up, that ball's going to the wall, and everybody's scoring. He secures the catch, and the runners have to stand pat. It's always nice to give your fans at home something to cheer about, and they definitely did that right here, coming through with a big win at home.
4-2 the final score tonight. The Chicago Cubs took the lead in the 4th and held on until the end. Evan Rankin earns the win, his 2nd. Johnny Hager hammers down the save, his 9th of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 4 runs.
I need to be more patient.
Doesn't get much better than
I need to
this.
be more patient,
Afternoon baseball from Wrigley
when I
Field
got
in
those
Chicago.
guys
Today, the
position.
3rd and final game in this 3-game series between the
And look when I
Philadelphia
pitch
Phillies and the Chicago
middle of the
Cubs.
plate.
2 of the
Stop
best
fucking with
bats in
them.
the business go at it next on
In
the
a
show.
way, you know what I'm saying?
Philip Park starts the game on the mound for the 3rd and final game of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Here comes the first pitch. A double play ball to second. 4 to second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning.
That was a great one. Oh, my God.
So in now for Chicago, King Bishop, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against right-handed pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder.
Boy, he just looks locked in at the plate right now to me. His numbers in recent games have been very good, and those were 2 stone-cold takes right there that put himself in a great hitter's count.
And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1. The 2-1 home. And it's fouled away.
you serious?
Here now the 2-2. And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the 3-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Romero has a read on it.
That one.
And that's the 3rd out.
I just missed that one.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Michael Fagan. He flew out in his last at-bat. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Now the 0-1 is swung on and lifted out to straightaway center field. Bishop is there, 2 gone. Digging in to try it again, Jorge Alfaro. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Drives it out to deep right center field. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
That was a pretty good fastball, and it almost got by him, but he's able to slap it in the gap in the right center field. Because of the velocity off the bat, the outfielders couldn't cut it off in time and allowed him to cruise into second really easy.
Lifted in the air to center field. Catch made in straightaway center as the runner tags from second. The relay throw, and he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here with 1 gone. The next hub up, King Bishop will swing it from the left side right here. First offering on its way. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1. Now the 1-0. Misses for the second ball.
Look at the stands, bro. I think that's a packed house, man.
Smoked on the ground up the
nice
middle.
hit. Woo.
And this is going to get on through into center, a leadoff hit.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
Up next to be Nick Williams. It was a walk in his last trip. Now a throw over to first. Runner back safely. And again a throw, a dive, but he's back. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Hit hard on the ground to third. One there in the dirt, and oh, he can't quite dig it out.
I said something about the quality. It's not looking good, man.
Riding in once again, Ben Hernandez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. That one is out of here. This game is tied. So a 3-run shot to left center, as it's now a 3-all ball game.
Yeah, 1 pitch ago he was pitching a shutout and feeling pretty good about himself. Then a 3-run bomb to tie it up. That will change your mood pretty quick. We'll see if he can regroup and get out of this inning.
Digging in, King Bishop. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball.
When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
That's taken. And now it's 0-2. Russell on at first, nobody out. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Boy, that's a tough pitch to lay off right there, just out of the strike zone. But listen, when you're a 300 hitter, you don't chase a lot of those so-called pitcher's pitches. This guy knows the strike zone.
Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number 1.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down. Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the 8th proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the 9th to close the book on this one.
A 1-run finish.
Because, damn, that was 6 games, bro. Okay, all right, let's do the 3-game series in St. Louis. Alternate. Right. 2. We're gonna look like that. That was the Road 82 uniforms. We're gonna look like that. For this series. Now 318, 816 and 19, 14 and 11. That's who we chasing. I'm batting 343 in the last 10 games. That's their number 1, and I think Giolito is our number 1 starter, so I think that's probably their number 1 and number 2.
Time to get the weekend started with Friday night baseball from Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series.
I don't know, bro. Depending on how this go, I might go ahead and stream that the 2 games of Cleveland, and then on the next stream, I'll start basically the next series with the heading into that new month.
Jose Barrios beyond the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, thanks coming on Jose Barrios, and this guy has all the tools to be a great one. Great velocity. 94 to 97 miles an hour. Power slider, and it's a big sweeper. His changeup is getting better. If this guy brings all 3 pitches one of these days, he has the potential to throw a no-hitter.
And fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They come in playing well. 6-3 over the last 9 ball games, including a victory last time out.
Yeah, Matty, we had a saying in Texas, hit or get left behind. And that's exactly what this team did in their last game.
Man,
scored a bunch of runs, but good approach at the plate, working the ball to all gaps, line to line. This team swung the bats well. I'm going to be looking for that again in this one.
Just getting started here in St. Louis. Hot shot on the ground is short. Rosario's got it cleanly. Throw to first in plenty of time.
I swung that ball 3.
So a relatively routine start for the...
that hurt me when I swung at that ball 3, bro.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Kevin Thatcher, to start things out against Lucas Giolito as we get the inning underway. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Bishop is under it. 1 down.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And we get to watch one of the best right fielders in the game today. He brought home gold last year. We know a right fielder profiles it.
Now at the plate, King Bishop. He got on top of one. It was a ground out victim last time. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And that misses, ball 1. Now the 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. The 1-1 home is taken for ball 2. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now.
I understand pitching carefully to this guy in the box, but the man on deck doesn't represent any relief either. He's going to have to go after one of these guys.
Damn.
All over that one, but a little out in front. Foul ball.
He wasn't fooling anybody with that fastball. He barreled it up nice right there. He's just got to find a way to keep it fair.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball
That should have been my second walk. I should have swung at that ball
it's
three.
Better to battle a slugger
that
like
first
that
at
to
bat.
the end and end up walking him than serving on up, or he can really hurt you.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Nick Williams. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
Well, they've struggled offensively in this one so far, but after that walk, they've got runners at first and second and look ready to make a little noise. Just need a big hit now.
Bishop over at second. Williams at first, one gone. Now a look and a throw back to second. And a dive, but he's back. Ready with the 0-2. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Reined in. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. We're back to Friday night baseball on the show. Into the box now for the Cubbies. King Bishop as he looks to deliver with the bases loaded and 2 away.
Get it.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Now the 1-0. It's the outside corner. Strike 1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2.
We can't hear it from here, obviously, but I think someone in the dugout just yelled, "Wear it," because that could have been a run.
1 run, 4 hits. No errors so far for the Cubbies. And he misses again, ball 3.
He's gotten himself into a little bit of trouble out here. Middle of the order up at a run-scoring situation, and now he might have to challenge him. Going to have to make some good pitches here.
Here's the 3-1. Fouled off.
Damn.
The 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. Another full count pitch home. Pulled toward right center field. Lima has it in his tracks. And they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch. So just the 1-run scores here in the So stepping in, Ahmed Rosario, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 2-2. High in the air and deep to left center field. De La Rosa looking up, out of here, into the Phillies bullpen.
Boy, this guy's hot right now.
So stepping in, King Bishop. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Up around the face.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
Fouled away. No outs, nobody on. Line drive to left. But he'll hardly need to move out there in left as this is hauled in for the first out. Ready for another shot now. King Bishop. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And that one just missed outside. Barger is off at first with 2 away. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, Dero, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, Dero, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
The Cubs are down to their final strike here. Still 2-2. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Never tempted to swing at that ball down low. It's ball 3.
Well, this is a big pitch right here. 2 outs in the ninth. The last thing you want to do is walk a guy and bring the tying run to the plate.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Grounded up the first baseline.
I'm jumping this shit.
Check swing here, and no swing, says the home plate umpire. Not even an appeal. It's ball 4.
The closer is supposed to slam the door on his opponent, but he left the door wide open with a walk there. We'll see if they can capitalize on it.
Up next to be Nick Williams. It was a fly out for him in his last trip. On the ground towards second. Oh, what a stop on the slide. What a play, and just like that, this one is over.
Well, maybe a little bit of a problem is they had to wind up going to that bullpen quite a bit. 5 pitchers are going to combine to finish this one to get the win.
7-4 is the final score in tonight's game. St. Louis wrote an important. MLB The Show has baseball for you on a Saturday night in St. Louis, Missouri. Tonight, Game 2 of this 3-game weekend series between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals.
I did want to win that first game, though, to be honest with you.
Baseball is straight ahead. Next on the show. Ken Ragsdale will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy's a fun guy to watch pitch. Not necessarily an overpowering guy. Has an ERA in the low 3s. But one thing he knows how to do, he knows how to pitch, and he knows how to minimize damage. If you're going to have an ERA in the low 3s in this day and age, you're doing a lot of things right. And this guy should be fun to watch in this one.
And, fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, they've been playing.
Oh, hang on now. This ball is smoked to right, and I don't think this one's coming back. No chance. It's gone. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. 7 home runs for him on the year now, and the Cubs are on the board first, 1-0.
All these motherfucking solo home runs, bro. You know, it's cool, but
well, there's an old saying that the
I
harder
would
you
rather
throw,
hit
the farther it goes.
a base clearing double
Good fastball, and this ball is absolutely tattooed.
or driving a couple of
See you
runs
later.
on a single than to hit a fucking solo home run.
Digging in the switch hitter, King Bishop. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here. Here's the first pitch to him. Grounded back up the middle. Throw to first in time. 1 gone here in the 4th. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Juan Chavez. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Bishop. diving catch for the first down.
Oh, and the highlight reel catch there, no doubt.
Yeah,
he
nice.
laid out to sacrifice his body, brought it in, and secured it all the way to the ground. You know his pitcher really appreciates an effort like that.
King, Bishop will stand in again, but first we'll flash
Yeah,
it back
yeah.
to the very first inning of the ball game. And here you go,
Let's
a
try it
solo
later.
home run that had him off and running early on. First pitch on its way. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Right there is a temptation pitch. Power hitters like this are looking for pitches that they can drive. So that may have been one where he was trying to get him to chase up above the zone a little bit.
A 2-ball, no strike count to the Cubs center fielder. Two and one.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
You can bet he's salivating a little in the box right now. He likes to drive in runs, and he's got a great situation and count to do that right here.
The 3-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. Now the payoff pitch home is crushed to straightaway center. No doubt about this one. That ball is gone. Two-run shot to straightaway center, his second home run of the game, and with it the Cubs have moved out in front now 4-0.
As a fellow once said, the only park that ball wouldn't have made it out of is Yellowstone. Everyone knows he's got plenty of thump in his bat, but come on. I'm not sure that ball's even come down yet.
Digging in, King Bishop comes in 2 for 3 with a couple of home runs thus far on his line.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
First offering on its way. Ripped on the ground to first. Thatcher ranges to his right. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 9. Stepping in, Ian Wesley. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once.
Hey, not impossible, but highly improbable. Even when you're at home to score 3 runs off a closer like this guy, they've got the work cut out for him.
Digging in now, Chad Clevenger. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Chad Clevenger.
Ready with the 0-2. High in the air out to center field. Bishop moves over. 2 gone.
Well, that's why you pay the closer big money, so he can come slam the door quickly when he has to. 2 pitches, 1 out, and that game's on ice. Well done.
And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. The Chicago Cubs jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Blake Snell earns the win, his second. Johnny Hager earns the save out of the bullpen, his 11th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is the final line score tonight. First for the victorious Chicago Cubs. 6 runs, 8 hits, no errors. They left 4 men on base.
Afternoon baseball now on a lazy Sunday afternoon at Busch Stadium in St. Louis. Today it's the rubber match of this 3-game series between the Chicago Cubs and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's going to be fun marveling at 2 of the best in the game, and it's next on MLB Network. Luis Santana gets the start for St. Louis in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, we look a lot at numbers from starting pitchers, walks to innings pitched, but one of the key stats I look for is whip. And he has a sub 1.30 whip coming into this start, which tells me he throws strikes. He's not afraid to get the ball in the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if he can string together some real quality innings in this one.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Betts has a read on it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Nothing for the Cubs to start. Cards coming up next. So coming to the plate, Scott Hines. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Scott Hines.
Hit high and deep to right center. And now that'll hop over the wall, so he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double.
Pretty good swing right there as he drives this.
Striding in, Ahmed Rosario, 1 for 1 after a single this first time up. Hit out towards second. Oh, look at the sliding stop. That's off to that one. So no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 3 innings complete, and we are tied 0-0. Settling in now, King Bishop. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
Oh, you have to love. You know, Matt, we have so many of these games that are 12-10 and 9-8. It's nice to see a low-scoring pitcher's duel for once.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a check swing here. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Ricky Holiday. Ball 1. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. Up around the face.
That's a good take on that fastball there. You know he's looking for something up there to drive, but that was just a little above his happy zone. Not everyone has the discipline to hold back on those.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this. Get him to relax a little bit, focus on his mechanics, and get that fastball back in his zone. Can't allow this guy to lead off walk.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Here's a look over to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. A runner at first with no outs here. Drilled to the left side. And that's the first hit in this one for the Cubbies.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. Betts on the run. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Good read there at second base to know he could make it to third on the flyout. Now he's only 90 feet away with one out.
First baseman,
J.D. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Grounded to third. This could be two. To second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the three. Coming to the plate now, Raymond Lee.
Leading off the Cardinal fourth, third baseman, Raymond Lee.
The windup and the 0-1. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Bishop moves over. One away. The next to bat for St. Louis, Scott Hines. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at bat with another big hit right here. Lifted into center field. Bishop moves over. One down. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the fifth as we check out the lead. At the plate, King. Bishop, as the switch hitter, will take his cuts left-handed here.
One of the things this guy would like to do from the left side is swing it a little bit better against pitching. This guy has decent numbers, but not great numbers against right-handed pitchers.
Betts is right there. Digging in to try it again, Kevin Thatcher. 0 for 2 on his line thus far.
Thatcher.
Nothing in one count. Here it comes. Line toward the gap in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So now they'll have runners on the corners with two away.
Boy, D-Row, there's a case of the outfield defense playing so deep that that ball looked like it was extra bases all the way, but they were.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Scott Hines. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Ready for another shot now, King. Bishop. And this tie ball game is a battle of the bullpens now, and I'm sure you're enjoying that, Dan.
Bullpens are such a big part of baseball now, Matt. All these teams have such good 7th, 8th, and 9th inning guys. It all boils down to whose bullpen is better.
Hard hit toward the hole. And this is going to find its way into left for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard to start the 8th.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean,